This is why I love this channel and my viewers. I did a video a little while ago on Roger Waters and David Gilmour and was analyzing Run Like Hell, and Roger Waters was doing his thing, and I said in the video that I wasn't quite sure how he was getting the sound, but that it was really cool. And I hinted at that he was possibly using some kind of whistle register. The second the video came out, I had some cool comments telling me that these were inhales. And I was like, of course! I didn't hear it that way, but I dug into Roger Waters a bit more and was just elated to start experimenting with inhales in this way. So that's what this video is about. Experimenting with inhale screams.
You better park the car well out of sight. Gonna get you in the backseat trying to pick her locks. They're gonna send you back to your mother in a cardboard box. You better run.
Airflow tricks and support manipulation that you're going to be doing while performing inhales is not possible if you do not have a good understanding of how to use your support in regular singing. If you are unsure if you are using your support correctly and are able to breathe freely without tension, click the link below and join my free voice course. I will help you dial that in so that what we're working on in this video will be much easier for you. As I've experimented with this, I've unlocked all sorts of things, possibilities in my own voice. I'm really excited about it. What I started doing was figuring out how to get in and out of these inhale textures musically, but also while still maintaining my other voice, my regular voice. What's really hard about inhales is that initially, when I started working on them, it seemed like they trashed my main voice. I got in this inhale mode, and then it felt weird to sing afterward. So, the first thing that I started to do, after realizing things kind of felt weird, was producing fry out and in, out and in. Out and then in. So going back and forth and figuring out how to place it. It's easy to place it out, but it's harder to place it in. So it takes a minute to dial it in. There. And what I notice is that I always want to go too low. Sound like compression? I always want to go too low when I am doing the inhale at first. So I have to focus on placing it correctly. And then I go out and in and out and in to make my voice feel super agile. Out, in, out, in. And then start to embrace whatever happens as you go in and out. Next, add more pressure, but don't try to go high yet. Focus on holding back your inhale, just like we do with our exhales sometimes. Out, out, out. Okay, that's compressed whisper. Out. And then inhale, compressed. But compressed. I'm compressing that. I'm not just going, and I'm not going. I am using the very top of my vocal tract. And then start experimenting with different things you can do with your mouth. As you learn to go out and in agilely, and as you learn to use more and more holding back the air on the inhale. Now, what's interesting about this is we can start to use pitch in these inhales. And as we go back and forth between that sort of fryish, broken up sound caused by holding back air and letting our voice do sort of random pitches, we get that neat notching sound, which you heard some in my intro, and you hear Roger Waters do. And then we can start combining a little bit of those pitch howls with the fry, and then creating these pitch arcs, which are super fun. That's kind of low. I'm combining the mouth, I'm combining the pitch, and I'm combining that inhale fry sound for some really neat things. Now you can go even further with this and access whistle tones. And it's all about pressure and what you're doing with your mind. So if I inhale, and focus on pitch rather than fry, and let the little things happen, that's okay. That's a pretty high note. Kind of cool. Now, if I go back and forth between the fry and then hold back more pressure, I will start to get these harmonics of that pitch. Ooh, that's so cool, right? Did you hear? As I let it dial in, it turned into this screech. It's a really high note. And you have all that neat notching and stuff that's happening in there. Oh, it's fun to experiment with. Here's a closer look of how I experimented inside Run Like Hell. Here's, I layered 3 and put some delay on them and a little bit of distortion, just to have fun with it. There's my distortion, my saturation, and I've got a time delay, but let's solo this first one out. You can hear this notching that happens, and I'm messing with my mouth. And you can hear that neat whistly sound in there. Next. Ooh, a really low sound. And then on these background ones, I decided to make them more pitch focused. So cool sounding. You can totally hear that Roger Waters influence. That one was neat because it started clean and then turned into, had some of that fryish sound at the end. What I love about them is there's this element of strategy, but there's also this element of surprise. You kind of get what you get. And finding those balances and realizing some of the sounds you can pull out of your voice is incredible. Have fun with these. Have fun experimenting. Leave comments below. Let me know what you thought. There'll be more videos coming on inhales and whistle soon.